the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Midwest. The echoes of the Gallahorn and the Skol chant reverberate inside U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Minneapolis. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Second down, 8 yards to go. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll find his man, that's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Here's May to throw it on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this defense, they have come to play here. They're starting this game physical, flying to the ball. They are defending every blade of grass, and they're letting these guys know early on, if you come in our area, you better be ready to play through contact.
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And third down coming up.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. So the penalty sets up this offense for first and goal. They'll run a draw now with Stevenson. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal. Gibson. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Scrambling to, and he will get into the end zone. Drake May, touchdown Patriots. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Pats will take a 7-0 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down. And here's McCarthy. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter. Patriots with the football. They'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Throwing is May. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Working out of the gun. It's May. That is Josh Metellus, the safety, who gets in there and brings him down.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Bryce Behringer out to punt for New England. The Vikings going to send Jalen Naylor back to return. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vikings offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
Moving outside the pocket, he's going to tuck it and go. And McCarthy is going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
A run, it's Jones, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll put Addison in motion. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Pushed out, and he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll be third down.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
He'll let it go deep left sideline. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Patriots offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Throwing on first and 10 is May. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms, so missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
On second down, it's May. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. To throw is May. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. New England going to take their second timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Douglas in motion. May to throw again. Open man, Demario Douglas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. From the 39, here's a first and 10. Here's May again. That's into the hands of Diggs. Here comes second and 4. To throw again is May. This one complete to Bourne. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the third quarter begins. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On play action, here's McCarthy. Short pass, caught by Oliver. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Jones. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Anything move, we hit it. Anything move, we hit it, fella.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Oh, the ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
A nice alert play there, Mike, by his teammate to fall on that fumble, but it really just comes down to effort. Coaches preach it on both sides of the ball. The more guys around the ball, the more good things happen, and fortunately for this offense, he recovers the fumble, and they live to continue this drive.
On the return is Jones. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Patriots offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's May. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd down and 5. On the give, this is Stevenson. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much. But yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. Now Gibson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
On the ground, Stevenson. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
On third down, here's a run by Stevenson. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far, as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 23, here's second and 7. To throw is McCarthy. They'll set up the screen with Hawkinson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. He'll step up and run.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy.
Pick it up, you're embarrassing.
He'll look to throw. He'll take off again. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Minnesota.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. He'll tuck it and take off. And a nice run. It'll be close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
They'll run the sneak. He's going to have a Vikings first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Running is Jones. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Jalen Naylor, touchdown Vikings.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. To Diggs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard. Second down, 8 for the 1st down. Douglas in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He is met and dropped. Couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. That's the second charge timeout for Minnesota. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Gibson. And, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. Stevenson. And they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. 1st down picked up.
Big hole to run through there on 3rd and 1. This offensive line, they completely dominated this defensive front and opens the door for a really nice pickup and an easy 1st down.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Borregales now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots will move out to a 14-7 lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return is Rodgers. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now it's J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings. Down 14-7, 27 seconds to go. How will this play out? We'll watch as they come up for 1st down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out, and this game is over. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.